Hangout is on air. Okay, awesome sauces. Um, Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hooping Live. My name is Audrey. I am the host of tonight's show. This is a show about hooping and hoop dance and all there is to do with hula hooping. So if you're not familiar with hoop dance, you're about to find out what it is, and I promise you will not regret it. As you guys kind of filter in, I will go ahead and kind of get everything sorted out so you guys kind of understand what's going on. If you are a viewer of the show, go ahead and grab your hoops and, think about things you want to ask us. Are the comments still disabled, or what's going on with that? Did we get that situation fixed, or hold on, let's check it out. Yeah, they're still disabled. That's great. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Okay, guys, so it looks like our comments are still disabled, and I don't know why. I don't know how to fix it. But if you want to leave a comment, then go to the Facebook page, which means you can give us a little like on Facebook and leave the comment down below on Facebook. If the comments are not disabled on your end, you can try it, because I know that sometimes it goes back and forth. But if you go ahead and go to Hooping Live's Facebook page and comment there, that would be great. Until we find out what's going on, because I'm really still completely unsure why it's doing that. But anyway, while you guys start to filter in, I will go ahead and introduce my lovely panel of helping hoopers tonight. We are going to do some demos, and if you see anything that happens in that demo that you want to learn yourself, go ahead and do that comment on Facebook or down below if it works, and let us know if you want to learn a certain trick that we did, or move, or if you have any questions, or just something you want to kind of put out there into the world. Just comment to us, and we will read it out loud, live, right here. What's going on? So anyway, we have Becca, who is kind of in the shadows because she's still kind of getting her situation figured out, but Becca is pretty much the drive and the engine behind Hooping Live. She keeps everything going, and she is the comment goddess. So she has great advice, too. So if you have any comments to her or anything, just, ask away. We are not shy, I promise you that. That was really lame. I don't know why I just said that. Anyway, and then we have Bryant. And Bryant, if you guys have not seen him yet, he is awesome. He is a great hooper and has been an avid helper in Hooping Live and kind of mingled his way into the show, and now he's super popular and awesome. So, Brian, if you want to go ahead and give a little synopsis on who you are and do a little demo, that would be great.
All right, perfect. So my name is Brian, and as Audrey said, I've mingled my way into Hooping Live. I started out as a really huge super fan. I was like, oh, I love Hooping Live. I just want Audrey to notice me. And in fact, it was Hooping Live where I started hoop dancing, and basically, I was a cyber hooper because I started my hoop journey in Thailand. And as you may know, Thailand, there's not a lot of hoopers in Thailand. So unfortunately, I never went to a hoop jam or hoop workshop before. So that was a downfall for me. But however, Hooping Live allowed me to get to talk, how to explain this. I get to be in a cyber hoop jam and learn tricks and flow about that way, and it's really useful because I got to actually go to a live hoop jam kind of online, and it really helped. And basically in Thailand, I basically learned how to deal with work with what I got, because in Thailand not a lot of hoops. So little basic background about where I live. But now I'm living in California, and it's a huge hooping place, I've heard. And I'm gonna go give my demo. And if you see anything that I do, you can comment down below on the Facebook page, and I'll teach it.
Oh, okay. Sorry, that took me a second. Awesome, Brian. Thank you. Give me the login channel. I can maybe. Okay. Hold on one second, guys. God, what is it? All right. So I'm still trying to figure out. Hold on one second. I'm gonna talk to you guys while I try to figure this out because I think I'm getting close to figuring out this comment situation. I don't know why it's doing this to me. It's like it hates me. I've got it. All right. It says that enable live chat. Like that's what we want, right? Pretty sure. Hidden users. Okay, yeah, we have some of those because they get a little too excited sometimes. Let's see. Maybe that worked. I don't really know. We'll see. Click out of that. Click into you. Comments are still disabled. All right. Well, you know what? Whatever. Let me send something to Becca real quick, and then I will do a demo, and it'll be awesome. Let's see. What's my name again? Okay. I have to figure out my email. Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't know about you guys, but I forget my email all the freaking time. All right, there we go. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do a demo. Like I said, the show is every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern USA time, all about hooping, hoop dance, and all of that good stuff. We often get off topic, so don't feel ashamed if you want to go off topic and talk about something crazy. I just got a text message from someone who might be able to save us. Live chat is not comments. Oh, thanks, Craig. The times you need Craig most are when you have technical difficulties. Anyway, I'll go ahead and do a demo, and yeah. So just get your comments and stuff ready, and like I said, post them on Facebook if they're not working yet, and if we end up getting them working on the YouTubes, fabulous. If not, it will force you to give us a like on Facebook. Might not force you, but you'd be really grateful. Oh God. I'm destroying my life right now, guys. I tell you what. Okay. Hold up. We're going to do some Kim Logan. I know we did it last week too, but I want to do it. I think that a lot of artists should start not making their music so copyrighted, just so people can like express themselves. Kind of what Justin Bieber did with that Purpose thing, but I don't think that made it able to use whenever you want, but that would be great if it was. But let's see here. Kim was supposed to be on the show tonight, but she was unable to make it, so maybe next week she can be here. That would be awesome. I'm getting, let's see here. All right. Let's see. We know this song. We like this song. We'll do this one. Good? Yeah? All right, let's turn off the text. How about? I got crocodile tears falling in my beers, and it's you who's made me so. So before you cry again, I'll tell you why again, why he's my brand new man. He don't play no games, knows where he came from, ain't running on me like you ran. I don't care about moment, no, you can't make me. I'm a wicked alone, no, you can't break me. He's a black magic boy, that's you and I've been home for just one day, and you've already made it clear that my devil-born boy with his angel face just ain't sitting with you, mama dear. So before you cry again, I'll tell you why again, why he's my brand new man. He don't play no games, knows where he came from, ain't got no leaving plans. All right. Awesome sauces. All right. Well, that was Kim Logan once again. Check her out, kimlogan.net or .com. Let's figure it out now. .net. kimlogan.net. You can listen to some of her music. She has some great new stuff coming out, by the way, guys. So, oh. Live comments have been killed, apparently. You can't live comment anymore, so that kind of stinks. So yeah, guys, go to Facebook. It's hoopingLIVE, facebook.com/hoopingLIVE. Give us a like, and then I commented the link to this video there, and you can comment on the most recent post to this video, your comments and questions. I guess we're just going to have to do it that way now. That kind of stinks because I don't feel like it makes it as easy to talk to us, but I guess Google likes to do what Google does. But thanks, Craig, for the info, by the way. Really appreciate that. He's great. He knows everything about Google. I swear if Google was a person, it would be him. But anywho, so let's get to some of these comments that we have going on. Vanessa Kerfoot, hey girl, hey, says, happiest solstice to everyone. Any exciting plans to acknowledge the solstice and or upcoming holidays? Since I just did a demo and did my thing, I'm going to take myself a little breather and let Brian go ahead and answer that question.
I guess I might go to Northern California to visit my my cousins and their children, maybe next week or so. But really, this week of my winter break is pretty much homework and free time, probably hooping. And I just got back from a retreat for my church. For like I just got back yesterday, and I guess it was pretty fun because I got a chance to practice in a huge like area because I normally practice in my room and there's not a lot of area to do like tosses and whatnot, and I actually got the opportunity to like be indoors in a wide open like huge indoor place, and I got to like hoop a lot and everything. I basically brought my hoop and performed there a lot or practiced there a lot, and it was really fun. And so, yeah, pretty much my plan. Homework and visiting the cousin.
Awesome, thanks. I'm trying to like my microphone is not cooperating with me tonight, so if it looks like I'm like distracted, it's because this thing is just like being a little bit of a butthead, aren't you, buddy? Yeah, coal in your stocking. Anyway, yeah. So I appreciate the solstices and of course the change of seasons. I always feel like I get new chapters in my life as the seasons change. I don't know about you guys, but it kind of feels like when you think about the past, it's not just the past, it's like a feeling that you get, and you kind of miss that feeling you felt during a certain time of your life. That's kind of how I go through my personal life. And anyway, I always get a little bit what's the word, nostalgic and whatnot during the holiday season. Even though it's a really happy time, I don't know why, just sometimes I get really sad and I'll think about the past, and maybe it's because you think about innocence and when you were younger and whatnot. I used to have huge holidays with all of my families together, and it was really big, and now it's kind of like not as big anymore because I've lost all of my grandparents. It was a while ago though, so don't think I lost everyone recently. And yeah, so I get a little bit nostalgic during the holiday seasons, but it's kind of it feels good almost. And it's a weird thing to say, but I kind of like the nostalgia of the holidays. Anyway, so I'm going to be probably going up to Jacksonville to see my mother. And spending Christmas with her, and she usually has me during the Christmas season. So yeah, my parents divorced when I was 6, so that's what I meant by that. So don't think anything bad happened to Dad. He's still alive and kicking. But Mom just kind of always has me during the holidays. She's kind of like a Christmas fanatic. It looks like Christmas threw up in her house, but in a really classy way. That woman has such great taste. It's I hope that kind of rubs off on me a little bit, because she is just awesome. So anyway, yeah, I'm going up to Jacksonville, spending Christmas with her. And yeah, so that should be interesting. I don't know if Becca, if you want to maybe type down below what you're doing for the holidays so everyone can kind of get an idea. Let's see. We also have a comment from Eckler, Naomi. Also, love your 1989 tank. Oh, did you do another one? I can't read the other comment if you did. But thank you, guys. This is a 1989. Oh my God. 1989. It's Taylor Swift. I got it at her concert, and that with a few other shirts. I kind of freaked out on the merch booth. But yes, I'm rocking some T Swift tonight. And Taylor, if you end up watching this, please love me. Please be my best friend. I would appreciate it. Not in a creepy, maybe a little bit of a creepy stalker way, but you know, whatever. So Natalie Leishman, I said it right? Leish is in. All right. Hey, Audrey, Brighton, Becca. Just wanted to say thanks for all the tips, tricks, and positive encouragement that I received from you guys from the past several months. I have gone to a local hoop jam, and we have a flow and tell. Oh, that's cute, which is pretty much like a show and tell. Show off your moves in front of everyone. I built up the courage to do it awesome and was the only one who wasn't insanely good, but felt confident enough because you guys have helped me with my learning and journey. So I just wanted to say thank you. A Merry Christmas as well. Oh, that is so sweet. We love those kind of comments. I tell you what, because the whole reason we started this and wanted to really push this kind of online community was because of the reasons of feeling insecure in front of people or being in a place where you couldn't be around other hoopers and kind of give you that community-like feeling. So I'm glad that that worked for you. That's awesome. And a Merry Christmas to you all as well, of course. We appreciate you so much. And in a few days, I am going to be doing an actual first giveaway for some merchandise, and it's going to be awesome. I have Christmas presents going to a few people that may or may not be hoopingLIVE related. So, yeah, I'm really excited. I just got some awesome new merch in, and you guys are going to love it. Super stoked. Stoked indeed. Let's see. So Becca said she will be spending Christmas Eve at her mom's. We don't do much here. I do celebrate the solstice somewhat, as I respect it and really want to start getting into the festive spirit at this time. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I feel like solstices and change of seasons, as long as you respect it in your heart, you know, that's kind of good enough. Okay, so here is Naomi Ekelar. Here's my previous comment again. Hi, I'm pretty new to hoopingLIVE, and I love you guys. I love that you guys do this. Thank you. I was wondering if you did the leave where you're spinning while you're doing, Brian.
Oh, okay. So the spinning, I'll do it. That's again Audrey's universal weave. I guess I can do a brief demo on it, and I'll use my 31-inch poly pro because my roof isn't big enough. So basically, what it is just a reverse weave. But when you when the reversal weave is on the other side, like of your body, when it's like over here, you turn around with the hoop, and you just continue on. I'll show you. It's a really weird like proper stage. Basically, when you're on this side, you basically turn with the hoop when it's on that side. And at this point, you kind of want to like just go with the like it's you're at a really awkward state like your arm because you're turning, and you just want to kind of go with the flow and spin around. Basically, that's the universal weave. Audrey made a video on this on her channel, and we can put the link down on the description, or we can like reply on your comment and send you the link to that video. And basically, what it is just again just a reversal weave with a little spin in it, like a little trick part to it. And another key thing too when you do this move is that you can actually you can just like grip the hoop like lightly with your fingers and just kind of like let momentum take care of the hoop for you, like take care of the hoop for you, because this is a really awkward like state and you just kind of have to fight the awkwardness and go through with the moves when you turn. Basically, your turning will basically help your hoop get out of the awkward state because it'll get you in the awkward state first. It'll get you in the awkward state, but when you turn more, it'll get you out of it. That's basically how it looks like. I really like this move a lot because key things you can transfer in this move is you can go from a universal weave to a like isolation, a barrel isolation, or you can go from a toss and go into this move, or go into this move and go to a toss. And so I really like it because you can go from many places with this move because you go from a iso pop, universal weave to iso pop, and or like a rock the dog. It's a really cool move because it allows you to it's really cool because it allows you to get into many positions where you can do more trick switch. It's like a transition, kind of like a battle stance for off body work.
Oh, there we go. All right, awesome. Thank you, Bryant. Yeah, you were not part of. Oh, I better be. Yeah, no, Bryant really did master that move, and I'm really impressed with him for it. And like he said, I'll just go over kind of in my words how I learned it. Kind of like when he was talking about learn it, like he said, you do the weave and kind of the big chakra. You guys have to see this. Hold on. What do you think about that? Huh? Yeah? Alright. That's cute. Anyway, so you do backwards weave, and you want to turn into the weave. And you're going to kind of do that awkward little hand motion, but, you know, like Bryant said, it's pretty self-explanatory once you kind of understand both of the motions. I'm trying to figure something out for you guys. I'm trying to see if I can maybe do the giveaway tonight, but I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, so that's the universal weave. I think that's what it's called, right? I mean, I feel like everyone has different names for things these days. I'm just like not sure anymore. So we just kind of call what we want these days, I tell you. Anyway, so yes, in terms of, okay, so I did comment on the Hooping Live Facebook, and you guys are commenting there, which is great. I mean, it is kind of cool, though, because I can interact with your comments more, but it kind of isn't awesome because we can't directly see them under the YouTube video. But, you know, if they're going to change stuff, they're going to change stuff. We can't control that. But anywho, in terms of hooping lately, I wanted to kind of update you guys. Like, I've been focusing a lot on the business aspect of Hooping Live and getting a lot of things kind of lined up for everyone, like merchandise. Someone made a plushie of Chakra. Yeah, it's super cute. And someone else made a little weld of the Hooping Live logo, which is really cool. And all this really neat stuff. And I'm getting all these emails in of people making stuff for Hooping Live and saying, you know, well, I'll give you the deal of making this many for this price. And I'm trying to decide, you know, what you guys want and what you want to see. So it's been kind of fun, but definitely stressful. So, you know, be patient with the merch, but when we do get it, it's going to be awesome. Oh my gosh, Chakra really did get me. I tried to force cuddle him. I don't think he appreciated it very much. Anyway, so while you guys are kind of, I know it's kind of weird to get the comments somewhere else, but like I said, on the Facebook page, facebook.com/hoopinglive, do your comments there, and we can still read them live right now. And but Brian, I wanted to talk to you though. Oh no, he's gone. He left. Never mind. No, he's back. There he is. Bryant. So, in terms of Christmas and stuff, I wanted to ask you, like, during the holiday season, I mean, I don't know if you deal with a lot of stress, but I mean, do you do any performances for like New Year's or for the holidays, or have you done any of that stuff yet?
For Christmas times, I guess, I mean, Christmas with my family sometimes gets like really stressful. Sometimes because, well, that's because this is kind of like the first Christmas that I spent with my family in like 2 years, because I lived in Thailand for 2 years, and this is the first time we have, in a while that we have a tree and whatnot, because, it was hard to get a Christmas tree in Thailand, obviously, because it's a tropical place. We can't really grow trees there, or grow like Christmas trees there. And, but well, actually, like, I remember I used to be really troublesome when I was a kid. Like in seventh grade, I'd be like, "But Santa Claus has to come." I'm like a firm believer that Santa Claus is real, because he is real. I'm pretty sure he is. Anyways, so yeah, I used to be really bratty when I was younger. But performances, I'm not. I'm still a newbie at hooping, and I've done quite a few performances. I've done a talent show for my school once, and I've done another talent show recently. And I do like some performances now and there. Like when I'm in like when I was in India, I did a live performance there. Got a bunch of people. It's a whole bunch of crowd. I'll post a picture on Facebook of the TBH, like India and whatnot. There's a huge crowd of people watching me, and I've done a recent performance kind of at my retreat thing, church thing, retreat camping thing, and people watched me hoop, and it was for like a brief 5 seconds or so, and pretty much it. But normally Christmas, I don't do many performances. I'm still a newbie, so I'm like, still like a newbie baby hooper, and yeah.
Sorry, Brian. I'm like totally trying to figure out how to make this like work right now, this whole forum issue. I don't like that you guys can't comment down below. I don't know why I'm letting myself like complain about it, but it's not making me super stoked. Anyway, thanks, Brian. Yeah, the reason why I asked is because I was asked to perform at a Christmas party. I've been asked to perform at a few of them actually, and I wanted to talk about them because I had some weird experiences. And then I was supposed to be doing a New Year's Eve party, and that got canceled. And and it just kind of comes down to, I really do like to perform, and you get paid pretty well if you. That's the other thing is, guys, respect your prices. If you perform, I know that we're kind of giving, a lot of us are giving people, but don't underestimate what you should be charging. In terms of, sorry, I just heard someone whistle. 1 second. It was my neighbor. Anyway, I've never heard someone whistle out there. That kind of freaked me out a little bit. I'm kind of like a cat. Like if something like goes bump in the night, I am like on edge and like ready and like locked and loaded. So I'm like Chakra. We both like perk up. We're like, who's out there? And it's like, just a leaf. No big deal. Anyway, so I performed recently at a holiday party. And it's kind of a horror story because not only, I mean, it was a great party, don't get me wrong, but I went up to the DJ and I'm like, okay, what music do you have? And he was like, well, and he's like singing while he's DJing because he did like, yes, you can friend request my mom. Brian, you're so cute. He goes, can I friend request your mom? She would probably love that, actually. He was like, all I have is karaoke music on like his little frickin' PC that's old as hell, and all I have is karaoke music. I'm like, well, and he's like, but if you play a song on your phone, I can do it. I'm like, great. Well, here's my phone. Here's a song. And he's like, couldn't figure it out. I'm like, well, can you play it on your phone? He's like, no, I don't know how to use my phone. I'm like, oh my god, this is a DJ. This is bad. And so anyway, he just plays some random song. I'm like, just pick a song and play it and let me hoop. So I go out there, and at this point, I'm hooping around my waist. And I'm trying to do something kind of cute, like, what I do when I hoop. And some guy comes up, drunk as hell, and he's like, my friend, my niece, twice removed, she really knows how to hula hoop, and she can do it. She can do it. She can do it for hours, and I bet she can hula hoop longer than you can hula hoop. She can do it for. My niece knows how to hula hoop. I'm just like, oh my god. stop repeating yourself. And I'm trying to be nice. And I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Yeah, hooping is great. I love it. I'm not going to be like, I can hoop longer than your niece. No problem. But, you know, this guy is just convinced. I'm like, okay, well, you know, that's awesome. Yeah, that's great. And then he was like, well, you hold on. I'm going to go get her. And the guy says, person is here. And he's like, we need the hula hoops. And like walks off. And I'm like, geez, what are you doing, dude? So he like wanders off into Narnia to go find his niece and some hula hoops. And I'm standing there just hula hooping, like, okay, finding something to dance to. So they clear a little space for me to perform in. And as I start doing my little, like, you know, performance and stuff, some old guy comes up right next. I don't know if you guys have ever had the people that come up next to you while you're hula hooping and they like start dancing next to you, and you're like, you can't dance right there because my hoop's gonna hit you, and then it's gonna fall. Well, this guy is like old, and he is dancing like this. I'm not even kidding you, like that awkward. And he comes up to me, and he's like coming closer and closer, like squatting. Yes, Bryant, yes. And I'm like squatting and getting up in my personal hoop space. And you know, like sometimes when people get in your space and you just want to like break and tattle them like back into the next week. So I'm like hooping around my chest or my shoulders, and I take my hoop up, and I'm like, I want to hit him. I just want to do one of these numbers and hit him, but I didn't. And I just went back down around my waist, and I'm trying to do just simple things. I'm like, these people are going to be amused by anything at this point. And the guy comes up and just like knocks the hoop right off of me. And he just kept doing it, and I'm like, you know what? These people don't need a performance right now. I'm walking away. So I walked away, and I just stopped performing. I'm like, I can't do this. This isn't working. So moral of my story is that sometimes this performing thing can really suck. Like, people cannot work with you. Maybe you're underpaid, unappreciated. Maybe the music doesn't make sense. That's why I always encourage people to really explore music when it comes to dancing, because you can really learn new things through exploration of different genres. But, you know, it's just kind of a crappy situation, and I'm trying to like move past it, where it's like, as I wanted to just take my hoop and hit him with it, and I'm just like, hold on, you're a peaceful woman, you're a hula hooper. You love trees, don't hit them. I'm like, ah. So I don't know if you guys have any situations like that. If you do, let me know in the comments and make me feel a little bit better about myself. It can really stink. Anyway, okay, so Ustream, oh, that's a good idea. Okay. Emma Kenna uses a thing called Ustream for comments. All right, well, we can figure that out. That would be cool. So I have a comment from my mom, and my mom says, Mom loves you. And Audrey says, Audrey loves you back. So, hi, Mom. And it's kind of weird. It's like, my mom watches my show, but I wouldn't feel, like, I feel bad if, like, there are only 2 viewers and one was my mom. But since there are so many of you, it makes me feel a little bit better. And I like that my mom watches. That's super cool. Anyway, so yeah, that's kind of what I've dealt with in terms of performing. It's kind of weird not being able to get all these comments from you guys. I'm really sorry. I'm trying to refresh here on my Facebook and see if I can get them. Let's see. Bryant, let's see. Okay, Bryant, I wanted to know, so you kind of started performing, I guess, kind of recently, and I know that since you did online stuff, do you want to talk about kind of how it felt to transition from being kind of like an online hooper, like kind of the only hooper in your area, to being in public, being on the like live show and doing performances?
Well, I guess it's kind of a good thing, bad thing-ish situation, because I actually like I like to hoop a lot, right? And I like to practice in my bedroom, and be kind of like, I don't know, film myself and like post on Instagram. And the thing is, like, on my Instagram page and like my YouTube and everything, it's really like perfect. Like, you never actually see me like mess up on Instagram or Facebook did is because like I normally like make sure it's perfect. I film over and over and over to make it perfect, and I'll because I want people to know that oh yeah I'm a pretty good hooper. You know I'm kind of a perfectionist in a way because I like everything perfect, and you know, so I guess when it ended up being in a live show and everything, I kind of like being like okay this is a live show. I better do everything perfect, you know. And in a way, that's kind of how I am. I guess that motivation kind of pushes me forward to be perfect in hooping, but then it kind of stumbles me a bit, and I get nervous, and it ended up messing up. However, like I guess now that I'm in California, I'm kind of like I try to be humble, and like I really don't want to seem to be like really arrogant, be all like, oh, I'm a hooper, I'm so good at this, and actually like try to be super humble and because I know I'm not like a good hooper. I'm like a really newbie baby hooper in public and I try just to practice there and especially like recently I went on a retreat and I decided to bring my hoop with me because it's my only source of inspiration and as you know I'm like socially awkward. I don't like talking to people and especially at the retreat. But then so it was kind of like source of how do you say like a source of entertainment for me is like what I bring to entertain myself. And we had free time, and I just like got a space. It was huge. I just practiced over there, and it was great. So the opportunity to get for me to have space to practice my hooping, and I really just like when people like say, "Oh, you're so good," I'm all like, "Oh, thank you. I'm not that great." I try to be humble, and I guess dealing with compliments on in public kind of had to like I don't know fix my reaction. Whereas in Instagram, I had like a day to fix my reaction and comment, you know, saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry," for the reply or whatnot. But then like on live, I have to give it split second my reaction, and I guess that kind of has to, I've been trained to to react to comments in a humble way, to not be too babyish. Even though I'm kind of really humble when hooping, I'm not that great. Like really, I'm still newbie because you know I always compared myself to Audrey. She's like 5-year hooper or 6-year hooper, and she's like amazing at it. And I'm all like, oh, I want to be just like Audrey. And like a ton of hoopers online, they're so good, and I'm like, must be good. So I just try to, I don't know, put my on the same pedestal as them. So I want to be their companion, not like a teacher-student relationship. I want to be like their equal. So that's why like I try to make everything perfect on Instagram and you know on my.
Thank you, Brian. I actually really appreciate you saying that, and it's so cool to hear you say, even to this day, because I've known you've been a fan of Hooping Live for a long time myself, and it's kind of interesting to hear you say that still, because I'm such a fan of yours. I think that you're so fun and a great person, and it's just cool that like I can have a relationship with people that are my fans, and I can be a fan of them, and it's just like a really cool relationship, you know, and I'm super grateful for it. And Bryant is angry, and I know Bryant that like we all kind of. I do the same thing. I look at hoopers online. I'm like, you know, damn, I'm not keeping up with all the latest moves. And then I'll see people say, well, Audrey, your flow is so great, and that kind of brings me back up. And then I'm like, well, but still, I could be better. And I realize that it's not about being the best and knowing all the tricks. It's about having that flow that other people connect to and being able to share it online like what we're doing with Hooping Live. And if someone sees this show and says, I really like the way that she hoops and starts hooping because of the way that they saw me hoop in that moment, not saying, oh, well, she's okay, she doesn't know all the good tricks, but she's okay, moving on, but someone comes onto the show and says, well, this is the first time I saw hooping and starts hooping because of it, that's what I care about. That's what I love. And I also love the other people that, you know, scroll by and say, I mean, if I'm not the type of hooping that you want to see, then I'm not. I mean, I can't beg for everyone to love my style, but that's what's so great about hooping is that there's such a huge, like, melting pot of hoopers that we don't have to choose. We can love who we want to love and not worry about people, you know, I guess being too concerned. And I love how hoopers aren't always about getting the most views. Or as far as I've seen, they haven't. And that's been awesome. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to probably end the show a little bit early tonight because we are not, let me see, the comment thing is just kind of really screwing with us tonight. Shocker shear, don't do that. but I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about kind of chakra. Come here. You want to say hi, everyone? Don't run away. Come here. This is my kitty. Hi. His name is Chakra. He has a little third eye symbol on his nose. If you can see it. And he's the cutest boy in the entire world. He loves me, can you tell? Do you love me? Yeah. Okay. He's like hitting his tail against me. When cats do this with their tail, that means they're irritated. And did I irritate you? I'm sorry. I love you. Stop attacking my bag. Anyway, so to kind of update you guys on everything, I've been doing some performances, and in terms of hooping, I've been doing a lot of head hooping. Not literally head hooping, but hooping in my head. And this is kind of what I want. Brian, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. What is that sound? Oh, it's a comment. Meow. I didn't know that. All right, cool beans, cool beans. Let's see what we got going on. Mom says, love you, great job, you look beautiful. Aw, thanks, Mom. So head hooping in terms of this, is that I will hear a song, and I've talked about this a lot, but I'll hear a song, and I'll like hoop to it. Chakra, that's a nail in the wall. And I'll hoop to it in my head. So I'll hear a song, I'll be like that new Ellie Goulding song or whatever, like, I got you on my mind, meow, 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 meow. You know the song? So anyway, I heard it today, and in my head I'm like, meow, 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 I tip a break a paddle, and since I start to stall, until to break and pat, and I'll just like hear myself like, alright, I'll show you. Let's see how many times Audrey can say like in an entire show. So I'll be like, God, Audrey, come on. I'm so good. Thinking that something. And I'll be like, instead of, because when I'm flowing, I'll kind of do something on its own, but if I think about, okay, so let's see. So I want to do, if I'm improvising to a song, I might, instead of doing what I want to do, like if it was choreographed, I would do what feels natural. So after I do this move, I normally fold and bring it around like this. Or if I'm isolating, my normal move is iso pop out behind the back and then like this. So instead of playing a song and dancing, if I really want to think about choreographing, but it's not choreographing being like, all right, 5, 6, 7, 8, and pop, and what? Instead, I kind of do like head choreographing, where I'll see when like in that Ellie Goulding song, for instance, she goes, you think you know somebody, and so and that's what that was me going. So I'll see that verse of the song, or hear that kind of chorus, and I'll see it as going like bum 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 bum. So you think you know somebody. You think you know somebody. Yeah. Anyway, that's kind of what I do, and then when I get home, I'll put all that together, and it just kind of makes sense. I don't know. And then I'll sketch things out. And a lot of people were kind of hating on choreographing dances for a while. And I want to just kind of clarify something with that, because I actually did it myself. I would be like, ooh, I don't choreograph, I'm all flow. And I was all flow, and I kind of always have been. But recently, I've just been kind of pre-planning things in my mind. I'll hear a song I really like, and I'll think about it in my head, and then when I go to do that dance, I get excited to do those moves to the song, but I'll listen to the song without my hoop many times, and I'll get kind of like a general game plan of how I see myself dancing to that song, and then I'll do it. Brian, do you know what I'm talking about at all? Do you do anything like that?
I do. I do that a lot. Like with my like playlist I have like My Little Pony playlist or Life is Strange soundtrack. I have it. I downloaded all songs basically. So basically, like I would do that a lot. Like when I listen to a song, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make a video with this, and I'll be like, I'm gonna definitely like when like at certain parts, I'll be like, oh, the hoop will be in a vertical plane at that point of the song, or I'll probably do an isolation, or I might start with a or like a weave or something. I always like plan out my battle plan. Whenever I make a video, I plan out like the general like what position my hoop will be in. I'm all into like battles like dances and like positions because I used to play fighting games a lot and to be like certain characters have a battle stance that will lead to another move. So like I would plan out where my hoop would be. In a certain part of the song, I'll have a hoop in a vertical plane where I can go to a pop and then pause, or maybe at that point in time it's like chilly, like I'll be like in the horizontal plane. I'll be like, oh, chilly, being like, whoa, 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 and really like I kind of plan out the positions of my hoop. Not like the necessary moves. Sometimes I would do that, but sometimes I wouldn't. But the position of where what plane the hoop will be in definitely be like where I plan vertical, horizontal, or which how I'm gonna move. Kind of like tempo. Like certain parts.
I love that. Thank you, Brian. And I want to read a comment from Becca as well. She is, I imagine myself doing such awesome choreography to songs, but I don't have much confidence that I'll be able to do it. I still think it's awesome to do that. In a way, we reinforce what we learn and come up with new things, so I don't mind it. And I agree. I think that we should start a new wave of not hating on choreographing hooping, because I think I watch choreography all the time online. I think professional dancers are so cool, and I love flow, but I also love watching dancers. I think it is so much fun, especially hip-hop dancers, because these long, stringy arms are not very good at hip-hop. So I have people, Bright, you know what I mean? So I see people doing pops and locks, and I'm like, if only I could do it too, but I can't. Yeah, there you go, get it. All right, we're having a dance party over here. But anyway, yeah, I do. And I know what you mean, Becca, like doing all awesome choreography in my head. And what I realized, and this might be something really weird to say, but when I imagine myself dancing in my head, obviously I'm a lot better in my head than I am in real life. But something I noticed that when I do try to actually do the dance, all right, I'm going to embarrass myself real quick, but whatever, I love you guys. Okay, so for instance, recently I've been trying to, hold on. I'm coming back, I promise. All right, I'm gonna put my kicks on so you guys can see them a little bit better. My mom hates these shoes, but that's okay. I still love her. So, for instance, in my head, I always feel like I can hip-hop dance really well, but I can't in real life. So, in my head, I see myself kind of doing that move where you kind of go like this or whatever. And in my head, I see myself, really and that looks okay. I know I can do that semi-well. But when I thought of it, I saw it like that, and when I was trying to dance comfortably, I realized I was going like this, and I thought I was doing it, but I wasn't. And what I'm saying is I realized that I have to actually over-exaggerate the movement, because in my head, what I see to look like this or whatever, I actually do like that. So I feel uncomfortable going like that, but it looks better than, what I mean. So I just realized that I have to take what feels comfortable, take it up a few notches to make it look the way that I want it to actually look. And it also kind of brings a little bit more oomph into the move. Brian, does that make sense to you? Do you know what I'm talking about at all?
Yeah, I do. It's like really cool. I guess yeah, it does because normally, so when I was in China, I would always get like I'll be in the car, driving to church or something because it'll be downtown. It'll be like a 30-minute drive, and I always have my headphones on. And I guess like I've been listening to music a lot, and normally I always like think about hoop dancing, and I do my mental hoop dancing, and I guess it kind of builds your flow a lot because I guess that's one of the things that like people say like how do you find flow, and I guess one of my advice is like listening to music and just like thinking mental hooping or hooping your head hooping will probably like help build your flow because you think about your body moving in certain ways and then probably like I don't know pop a spring be like yo I can dance like this it's comfortable
Yes.
and that's probably like one of my advice probably if you're trying to find flow and it really helped me because that kind of like strengthened my flow and practicing it made it polishes up like what I feel comfortable what I don't feel comfortable like when I practice I want to dance like Audrey whenever like practice dancing like Audrey I try to emulate her I saw one of her videos and I try to do the exact same thing and I was like, maybe I should tweak it a little bit and do something else. Like instead of like doing your like tossing, like tossing just tossing it up and bouncing it, maybe I can like do something else, be like tossing and then just like do the like how you because when you do your thing,
Yes.
maybe I end up doing the same thing, but just that
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like I kind of like tweak it a bit to make it mine.
Yeah, you Brianized it.
Yeah, I practice it.
Brianized it?
Yeah, but
I love that. Oh my God. This is why I love Brian, is because he gets it, and it's true. It's like you watch a video, and I did. For a long time, like when I first started hooping, I would memorize videos of other hoopers and try doing exactly like they did it.
yeah,
And after a while, it was just a part of my personal hoop path and my personal journey. That's how I worked. But that's what I did. And then I realized that I could make my own versions, like Brian just said, of movements. Like what you just did is exactly what I do, and that's so awesome. And it's funny because I told you, Kim said you and Bryant have, like, I feel like you and I are kind of on the same wavelength of flow, though. So we have a very similar flow. So if I were to do something that looks like what you do, like a Bryant move, it would look like a Bryant move, even though I'm doing it. So some people you match flow with, some you don't. And like I always wanted to match flow with Brecken, but Brecken has this like, she's really like really good at hip hop and has this like really awesome body and looks really good when she does that kind of stuff. And I realize that I don't look as good as I want to because I have these straggly arms and legs. But Brian, our secret handshake can be like a whip of our long arms. Yes, I love it. But yeah, guys, moral of my story is just like work with what you got and don't feel like choreographing something in your head or even like I'll sketch things on paper all the time. Let's see if I have a little notebook here. I do. It's on my bag. Right below me. Alright. So I always keep a notebook in my bag. This one, actually, I just got from my aunt because my family knows me so well. They know that I always want notebooks because I make lists like a crazy woman. Don't know why. OCD, maybe. But let's see here. But say, like, if I'm driving down the road and I think of something in my head, like we've been talking about, I will, I draw these, here we go. I'll say, for instance, like the Ellie Goulding thing I just did where I showed you guys that, I would say, what is it, horizontal, vertical, ISO, escalator. Because those are the words that will remind me, because it's kind of like an escalator when it goes bum, 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 but instead of going bum, 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 bum vertically, and it kind of looks like isolation poses. And then I draw these little stick figures, and they're just simple. I mean, I did go to art school, guys, I promise you. But I'll draw little stick figures of, or I'll show you guys here in a second, of the move. And usually if I write down the right words, I will remember what I'm trying to do. And I'll just keep them, like I said, a notebook in my backpack so I can remember. So I'll do something like this. So that means, you know, and if like the hoop is shaking or something, I might do little things like that, where I'll be like, I want the hoop to kind of move a little bit, or if I want the hoop to go wavy, like if I wanted, let's see, if I were to draw this move, I would be like, if I were to do like that, that meant I was holding the hoop right here and going like that. And then I'll make little side notes. But this is what I do. I mean, if you want to call it choreographing, you can. But I'll just hear something in my head, and I'll have this visual idea of what it looks like, and then I'll write it down, and then I'll get back home, and I'll do it, and that's kind of what happens. I mean, with that Shake It Off video, I just woke up, and I heard the song for the first time, and I saw all these moves in my head. I just flipped open my computer and started doing what I saw in my head. I mean, I didn't draw anything out, but I mentally thought about it. Because there is a difference between mentally thinking about what you want to do before you do it, and when you get into the flow and you just do it as you do it. So, I don't know. Anyway, Brian, do you have anything else you want to talk about before the end of the show, or do you want to give your info, or what?
Alright, so I guess I'll talk about my info. So basically, I've actually decided to, revise my YouTube channel. I'm actually gonna start posting videos like of hoop dancing, and I'm actually doing like a hooping series of Life is Strange. Basically, I'll be like hooping to Life is Strange soundtrack because I love the game so much. It's the best game ever. But basically, it'll be like it'll become like Life is Strange themed and everything. But anyways, it's still a work in progress. I'm probably gonna revive it, so you can definitely check me out on YouTube at Bryant Dang or Bryant D. Bryant D. You can find me on hooping on YouTube, and we're getting the Hooping Live page set up, and we're gonna probably contact me there. You can also follow me on Instagram at Dang Bryant, like Dang Bryant. That's what I do all the time. Yeah, whoa. So basically, yeah. So yeah, so you can contact me there. I'm on Instagram a lot, and I'll start managing the Hooping Live Instagram soon, and I'll definitely get your comments in or questions. I recently huge shout out to Natalie. I'm so proud of myself because I actually was able to help her in her hooping journey, and I'll show her not Natalie, sorry, Jenna, Unraveling Jenna, not Natalie, seeing my other friend. So basically, here's her account. It's Unreeling Jenna, or it's probably mirrored, but I'll comment it down on the comments. Basically, I was able to help her. She's an avid viewer of Hooping Live, and I'm just so happy, I'd be able to help someone with their flow. And yeah, if you ever need like questions about flow or anything, definitely comment me on Instagram or Facebook at Dang Bryant on Instagram, or add me on Facebook. I'm there for you. Or check out the Hooping Live Instagram page, because I'll also help you there too.
Thank you, Bryant. Yeah, and it's very true, and thank you for saying that. That's awesome. Bryant is going to take over the Instagram, and we'll be able to do a lot more shout-outs and re-Instagram, or whatever that's called, re-Instagramming, and it's going to be awesome. But we're going to get that all worked out at the start of the new year. Things are going to be awesome. And, yeah, so anyway, thank you guys for being a part of the show tonight. Bryant, you're awesome. I love you so much. You get better every week. And Becca, even though we haven't gotten you out into the light yet very much, you are so awesome, and I'm so grateful for you. I mean, you guys, like I say every week, if you don't have a Becca in your life, you need to get one, because she's pretty freaking awesome. And yeah, Google, thanks for screwing up the comment situation. I forgive you, just because it's the holiday season. But anyway, until next week, guys, the show is every Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern USA time. You can go to hoopinglive.com to find all of the information that you need. And be sure to give us a big ol' like on Facebook and Instagram, since we're going to be getting more into it. And we will see you next week here on Hooping Live. And I will see you after Christmas. So until then, guys, hope you have a Hoopy Holidays. Man, hold on. So until next time, guys, hope you have a Hoopy Holiday. That's really hard to say. Happy holidays, guys, and Merry Christmas. Hope it's a good one. See you guys on the Instagrams and the YouTubes and all that good stuff. Be happy. Love your friends, love your family, and all of our love to you from Hooping Live. Until next week, goodbye.